You see that hind? We're gonna take it.
We have James Burns here from Black Ops. James is Frank Woods in Black Ops.
Welcome back. It's time to announce the character of the year. All right, and the winner is Sergeant Woods, Call of Duty Black Ops.
Looks don't count for shit in the jungle. Nah, baby.
It's you! Yes! Yes!
Frank Woods.
Frank Woods! Yeah! Call of Duty Black Ops!
I'm here with Dave Anthony, director of Black Ops, and we are here at House of Moves because we are going into the mocap room to do something a little special with Frank Woods. Can you tell me how he was able to steal the spotlight and the VGA nomination when he's not even a playable character?
The actor James Burns, if you knew this guy and if you meet him, you will instantly know the answer to this. James is such a charismatic guy, and he just is this character.
So you are Sergeant Frank Woods in Call of Duty Black Ops.
You think I'm fucking nuts? This guy.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Saturday. Everybody's here. Yay. Having fun. We've got a couple notes here. Let's check in. Who's here? Frostburn. Aaron Rodriguez. New. Teddy Bush. Oh. Yunker. Masdat Gold. Yeah. Cactus. Boris 12. Teddy Bush. Zach Gaming. My favorites. How are we doing? What's going on? What's going on in the world today? Anything fun happening? I got a whole bunch of shit to talk about, but ice water. Let's see. Captain Britain is a Britain. Miriam Coronel, good morning. Good morning. Argentina, right? Miriam? I know you're from them. Less than cake. Crack. Crack means party in Irish. Gaelic, right? Gaelic. Yeah. Meow. And RVN Lease, how you doing? Well, we have a nice crew here today. So, Allie, thanks. Boy, Tornado Allie. Always doing me solid. Always doing me solid. You're the best, brother. Thank you very much for that. I will have a cigar in your name. But thanks, Allie. Appreciate that, man. It's a big deal. It really is. Thank you very much. Got a lot going on, so that helps. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Zemdoid, how you doing? Kilted Killer, love that. Let's see. Well, Kilted Killer, I think. Well, we're working on ID. Oh, you want to see my new poster? Celeb Works. This is the banner they made for us. See if I can do this for you guys. Hang on. See my new banner. It was made by Celeb Works. Well, we sort of I think this is the one. Hang on. Oh, won't let me. Okay. It won't let me. Figure out a way to do it. Love the setup. Hey, Shuni, how you doing? NATO, Alex, Tornado. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, gonna be a crazy summer coming up. Just started. We just passed the solstice. You know that the longest day of the year was like Tuesday, right? Wednesday. Yeah, that freaks me out, man. It's already like the year is half over. So the question is, for myself, and I'll share it with you, is how are you going to spend the because this year is almost over. It's almost done. How are we going to spend the rest of this year? You know, like, what are you going to do? What do you want for your life? Put in the we're going to start doing this. We're going to start using this as a productive tool as well. What are you doing? What are you doing this year that you want to complete? What's a change? What's a growth you want to make this year? I want to create what's called an accountability partner on this channel. Every Saturday we check in and let us know if we made progress. Like, what is this? What is something like for me? I want to be able to sprint 100 yards again without my knees blowing up. That's one of my goals. The other goal is to put together my next concert. I also want to finish a new demo reel, and I have all these things I want to do. And you got to chip away at it every day, but it helps to have some. So start listing here. What is it? What's something you want to accomplish this summer? Let's make it easy. Between June 22nd and let's say September 1st. How many weeks is that? That's like 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. What do you want to add to your life by then? What do you want to change by September 1st? What do you want to? Somebody wants to have bigger biceps. I love that. Here you go. You can do that, man. You hit the gym every day. You will do that. You got to do it. You got to do it every day. For me, it's always been that I get some momentum, and then something disrupts it. Either it's usually important things like, oh, yeah, I got a job. I got something happening with my dog. I'm in a relationship that disrupts things. To do bigger things, you have to have a bigger commitment. That means things that are, you have to differentiate between things that are important and things that are essential, right? So if you want to have bigger arms, if you want to have whatever you want to add to your life, that has got to be non-negotiable, essential. One thing I really want to start doing is stop scrolling so much. Get off the fucking internet. Because I've been studying a lot of behavior that comes from the internet. And there's 3 things I've learned. Number 1, if someone says, never do this, stop, just go right past it. If somebody insults somebody else, they say you couldn't do it, get rid of that. These are the hooks people use to get your attention. And your attention can be used on something else. If I'm sitting here reading what I'm watching somebody else's life, I'm not living my own. So really start paying attention to what you focus on during the day. What kind of, is it really valuable, or are you just being sucked into something that is like, oh, watch this, this bear is holding, like, what would you prefer to meet in the woods if you're a woman, to meet a man or a bear? That is the stupidest fucking thing, the meme. Like, how stupid are we becoming? All right, I have a challenge for you. If you were in the woods, what would you rather, a man or a bear? I'd rather have a bear. Minnesota. Have you ever fucking seen a bear, you fucking idiots? Like, if it's a grizzly bear, you are lunch. You are lunch. You are. It's like this. It's this stupid. And well, gotta calm down. These are things that have been bothering me all week. I've been watching. I've been going through the internet, studying how I fuck things up, and this is like this kind of idiocy that's out there. People are actually participating in it. So stop. Nick Cook says he's enrolled in the Canadian military because of your kind of use of it. Really? You want to explain that to me? So you think, I would love to know what the things are that motivated you. Like what are you assigning to the Woods character, Black Ops, that gave you the impetus to join them? Which I think joining the military is great. I think everyone should spend some time serving the country and learning skills, learning real skills. You know, how to use a weapon, how to build a fire, how to take care of yourself, how to protect yourself, how to fight. I think these are lessons we should be taught in grammar school. I think by the time you're 10, you should know how to start a fire. You should know how to fix a tire. You should know how to cook a meal for yourself. You should know how to handle yourself in a fight. I think every kid should, between 5 and 7, should be taught self-defense, which bullying would disappear. If every kid was trained in self-defense by the time they're 5, 6, 7, 8, just simple things, there'd be no bullying left because everyone can handle themselves. We all understand. But yeah, no, we teach what kids that question the body you're in. No, just have them use the body they're in so they find out how they feel about it. Most kids are treated like lamb, they're treated like veal. You know, they can't go out and play. They're stuck in their house. They're stuck in front of a video screen. Every kid should be given, 3 days a week, 5 days a week of exercise, and 3 days a week of defense training. Just how to, a little bit of grappling, a little bit of striking. And I don't see how bullying would exist. But when you learn to stand up for yourself and you have techniques to do it, it changed. Most bullies would stop because now they have another expression. It's so simple. It's so simple. But why? You know, that was weird. All right. Sometimes my just. All right. So what I was ranting at something. I was ranting and I missed all this great conversation. All right, let's go back here. All right, Shuni, go work. We love you. Yeah. It's great that you live out so close to nature. I miss that. I'm in California. I have to work hard to find nature. Then I find nature, it is inundated with a lot of people. Yeah. I was up in the Brand Park, it's like a national forest not far from here. And I was getting trailed by 3 coyotes. It was great. I mean, coyotes are gonna, I usually walk with a club, a stick, just because there's mountain lions here and there's a lot of coyotes. So some get big, so you gotta be ready to take care of yourself. Always be ready. So I'm walking up the hill and I look back and there's like this young coyote coming down, and coming to my right, and I know that because I dealt with dogs. I go, that's how they hunt. I go, ooh, that's pretty brave of this coyote to come down here. And coyotes in LA don't care. They don't give a fuck. They come down in front of my house. And so I'm paying attention, and up on there's like a dam there. And they were 3 of them just sitting there. And later I found out, I got some elevation. I came back and started watching them. There's this rabbit. They're hunting this rabbit, and this poor rabbit is sitting there eating leaves, very happy, flopping around. And the coyotes are slowly closing a noose on it. This is amazing drama. And I felt yelling at the rabbit, saying, oh, "Hey, get out of there, man!" I actually identified with the coyotes. Oh, guys, here he is. This dumbass. He's too stupid to know how to tear himself up. They can have his lunch. And plus, these coyotes got kids, so they got to feed something. But funny when you sit there, who do you identify in that moment? Do you identify the rabbit or the animal hunting the rabbit? Ask yourself, who do I? We always, it seems, we're trained to identify with the rabbit, the victim, right? Oh, the rabbit's a victim of his own stupidity and his own DNA. But when you look at the coyotes, they're doing the work. Right, so there's rabbits everywhere, right? But there's very few coyotes. Well, actually, it's a lot of coyotes, but comparatively. And then, but you look at the side of we try to look from the coyote's perspective. It's eating, wants to eat, and that's what it eats. It's the rabbit, and that's why there's a lot of rabbits out there, so the coyotes can eat them. There's a lot of sociological implications here, by the way. make all the leaps you want. But I was just watching the whole thing. Like coyotes are not going to attack me unless I show like I'm feeble or weak and I can't defend myself. Animals will never attack something out of pride or arrogance. They don't want to get hurt, so they try to get the weakest possible opposition. They find something that's soft and is a soft target. That's not, human beings fight for ego, right? Animals fight. They can't take an injury. If if a mountain lion tries to take out a wolf, they could get hurt, vice versa. So they don't really eat each other unless they're desperate. So I'm watching it, and it was great to watch how these coyotes just work together as a team. One guy was doing, I think it was the female, she was making the loop and kind of forcing, because animals run from the coyotes, so the birds, and they corralled them into this. It's an old reservoir, and they corralled them into this reservoir, and you see this kind of closing the nooses. The drama was amazing. Nature's, I love it. That's why I go to nature. It reminds me of things. Kabaka, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Vic, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. I love that you guys are still friends. I'm just way behind the feed here. Hey, let me catch up. Prospering, continuing education. I love it. Now, those are very specific generalizations. Get specific. What are you going to do for your body? What are you going to do for education? Are you going to read from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. every morning? Are you going to train? What is your schedule? You can't just do a generalized thing. It's great to do that, but then you got to start refining every day. I know, I want to be in bed by 10 o'clock so I can wake up at 6. So 6:30 to 7:30 is time when what do I do then? How do I spend my day? How do I invest my time in myself? It has to be deliberate. It has to be spoken, and it has to be daily, reinforced daily and refined. Actually, I've got weapons, so yeah. Well, which men are dangerous? See, that's the thing, Captain. Don't buy into this shit. Don't buy into this shit. They're not saying men are dangerous. It's saying that some men are dangerous. Most men would save your life in a fucking heartbeat. Most of us would. So you're reducing masculinity down to this one shitty component that very few people are, right? But they want you to think that most men are dangerous. Yeah, we should be fucking dangerous, but most of us know how to control it. That's why we're men. Yeah, if you're not fucking dangerous, you're not really a man. You're somebody, you're a weakling who's afraid to exert themselves. You have to have the ability to do dangerous things, but you have to have the ability to control it and decide when and where it's appropriate. It's just a way. It's another way of creating distraction. It has nothing to do with making a decision, because what are the circumstances? What are you? There's no information. It's just an emotional. It's to distract you from thinking about anything. It's to get your attention, and your attention equal to money. That's all it is. Oh no, Teddy Black Bears are freaking dangerous. It's still 600 pounds of violence, and there's nothing you do about it. You cannot fight you cannot fight a bear. I don't care how good. Maybe if you're Brock Lesnar, you're 250 pounds, maybe you have a chance. The average person, no. Bears are incredibly strong. Hey, Nicholas Game. Yeah, I think so. I think they kind of went glory hole on what's his name? Most folks who survive bear attacks will tell you it's a horrifying thing. But yeah, I think you're right. It just shows you some of the. I don't know. If you've ever been in a fight, never taken a punch in the head, or movies really aggrandize violence. Like, okay, some guy smacks him in the head with a 2x4, and he gets up and he fixes it. No, guy hits you in the head with a pipe. I've been hit with a pipe in the head, it took me a day to really like it. I was walking. I mean, it's taking a shot to the head, being attacked by an animal. It's not like in the movies at all. Neighborhood kids. Who wants Christmas? Hey, you can have Christmas anytime you want. Hey, Em, how you doing? Yes, he did. Wolfie. Yeah, I set that. I did that. Yeah, been working. Had to make some space on the floor here. Oh, I am way behind the feed, aren't I? Okay, let me get back. Hey, Killer. Hey, Wolfie, you have an item on the way, bud. You have an item on the way, so pay attention for it. California's got deserts, man. We've got some gorgeous. California has it all. We have mountains, we have ocean, we have desert, we have skiing. Don't have a lot of surface water. That's hard to come by. I have no place to go swimming here in LA, and a lot of the water I don't trust. A lot of it is corrupted. Yeah, so California's great though. Kamar was a consummate professional. He turned out to be one of my dearest friends, and I miss him. Yeah. Oh no, I look like old Woods. No, man, he was 90 in that. And 90, I'm not even close to 90. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah. That's funny. Hey everybody, it's Cat. Glad you're here. Yeah, I love it. I love your attitude, man. I love the thick skin part. What you have to burn off first is that when you use other people's words, actions, and thoughts as a way to define yourself. We all do it. We're trained that way from birth. We can't help it. That's how we survive. But we have to be able to grow up and say, okay, that's your opinion. That's fine. You can have your opinion. I don't need to kill you because I disagree with your opinion. You can have an opinion. I can have an opinion. They can live in the same space. Okay, Tornado, that's my point. It was 10 of them. 3 of them aren't going to, but you get 10, you get a group of them, you get 10 young men who are idiots. They'll cause problems. It's, when you get it's called group dynamics. When you get a group of anything together, they seem to be a lot braver because there's more of you. That's just, that's our ancient DNA coming together. We are pack animals. We're tribal. When you have your tribe with you, you're going to do some crazy shit, right? And yeah, you see a pack of 10 of anything, yeah, get out of there fast. Yeah, there are only 3 or 4, and again, I'm a pretty big guy, and I'm carrying a weapon. I'm confident. They sense that. They had the scout came down, and they decided not. I wasn't. Like, but there's a couple old gals that I kind of watch out because these frail old women, and they're really not ready to walk the woods, right? But anyways, but yeah, pack of 10, sure, absolutely. I avoid that. Okay, dogs too. Pack of dogs. I don't care if it's your favorite dog in the world. You get 10 dogs together, it can be dangerous. Yishine, it's been good. Intimidator, how you doing, man? Yeah. Well, we also identify with the victim as well. Yes, we like protecting cute things. We like to protect the vulnerable because we feel vulnerable a lot of times. Yes, it does. Well, I think you can go to almost any country in the world, especially bigger nations, and find beautiful landmarks. Yeah, I have no doubt. Guy Walker decided to eat. Well, what does that mean? Eat more healthy. First, we have to decide what healthy is, right? If there's a package around it, if it's been processed, if it's in a jar, if it's been processed, chances are it's got crap because you can't, like so eating stuff that is more, and even, I mean, I miss hearing all things about apples now, about what they're doing to seal the apples in, and thanks Bill Gates for that. But, if instead of buying a sandwich that's made, buy the bread, just healthy. Figure out what healthy means, right? That's always the first step. What does that word mean? Eat more healthily. So does that mean no more sugar? That's a good one. No more soda? Woo, that's a big one. Yeah, I've been too close to bears to ever want to get near them again. I could smell them first. I was fortunate enough to be with this wolf dog who basically protected me because again, he was big boy. The dog was 160 pounds, and I could smell. And he started barking. I could smell something. And it was a bear, and you could hear it grunting and popping, and the dog was barking. I go, and then sure enough, I said, I'm gonna get out of here. And then I was down talking to the hunter who was staying at the lodge. He goes, yeah, that's a big boy up there. You gotta be careful. I said, maybe you tell me this before I go hiking in the woods. Such a dummy. I got a great story about being in Wyoming on a film set. The cowboys just had a lot of fun at my expense. Yeah. Jimmy, there's a ladies' chat. Oh my god, I love you guys. I love you just taking over the whole show. I love that. This is your show. Take it over. Have a ladies' chat. North Dumpling. How you doing, North Dumpling? Now, there's a man who knows how to make himself a peaceful life. I love it. Like I said, Kamaro's a great guy. He and I just clicked. He just clicked. Yeah. Jacob 6'4". Let's see. Oh, I gotta roll through some of this stuff. Yeah. Rest in peace, Kamar. I do not look like old man Woods. What is wrong with you guys? Oh my god. Well, okay. Number one, they built the character on my face, right? They built it on me, and so it's gonna look like me because a computer can age you, make you look older. So that's, oh my god. Do not look like old man Woods. No fucking way. You guys are funny. I guess to you, yes. Yeah. I guess to you. No, I am not 67. No. M. Bad. 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 M. Hey, G.I. Jane, how you doing? Orla, my week has been great. I have no idea what you're talking about, Meow. Hey, Deadeye, how you doing? Hey, KBD, yes. Looks don't count for shit in the jungle. See, there. That's how you properly kiss ass right there. I love you guys so much. Oh my god. You are the best. So props to Darwin. Darwin is on a fast. He's fasting for 7 days. He's at 60 hours right now. He keeps checking in, letting me know. Yeah. Keep going. NATO, that's just good fun. Busting your dad's ass for that's the best type of humor. That's the best kind of love between guys. When guys, I think it's hard for women to understand this. When we really like each other, we're just testing each other constantly, like the insults and the the dismissal. Me and my buddy Rick, if you heard us talk to each other, it'd be like, what? You guys even like each other? Yeah, we love each other. It's just this how men are like dogs. We play rough, Yeah. What was Wyoming like? Wyoming is we were up near Yellowstone and we were filming at a place called Wapiti. It's like right at the entrance to the eastern entrance to Yellowstone, and it's magnificent. I mean, it's getting more and more inundated with people who don't want to be in the cities, which means they bring all their bullshit to Wyoming. But the air is different. The open spaces are different. There's mountains and there's animals everywhere. We were shooting by this river bed, and I turn around and there's a freaking bison standing in the shot. And these are, bison are not like in the movies. They're big. They're like refrigerators. They're used like cars. They're enormous, and they are. I think they've been the same way for a couple million years. They're pretty. And he's just standing there, and like, okay, what do we do? Because there'd be charges. Anyways, it's the challenge of being outdoors, and I love Wyoming, and that's where the fishing, the food, the air, everything is a long drive. There's no short drive. And guys, I talked to some guys who are hockey players. They would drive like 4 hours to go play hockey in this town and drive back at night and not even think twice about it. It'd be like it's just something they did. It's a special place. Pat Blazak, man, you've been around forever. I was looking at your. Remember we did the Hey Mason video? I was looking at your stuff in there. There you go. Now that's a nice thing to say. Good stuff. Wolfie, it's a skill you've acquired, and I'm glad to see that you've got balance in your life, and that's all we can do is find balance, and it's always getting back to balance, isn't it? There you go. Well, yes, we love our Frank. Good for you. Oh, Narks, guess what? Narks, this is for you. Narks, there you go, Narks. There you go, Narks. That's for you. If you know the show, Young Blood is a point of contention. It's nothing to do with hockey. And an old friend of mine wrote it too, Peter Merkel. He's prepping, but not young. Wow. Yeah, the script is so good. Now it's called Tango Down. It was great. A friend of mine just read it. Right, actually, one of the guys that worked at the Deviation Games read it. Everybody likes it. Everybody loves it. Who reads it? It's funny. It's imagine Woods, being Woods in a zombie experience in Vietnam with a bunch of It's like it'd be like it would be like Predator meets Platoon kind of thing, but with a little bit of with a lot of humor. Thank you, Jacob. I'm so glad you got it, man. Glad you're happy with it. Hey, Merch. I don't know. I know he's been to the studio. We were never there at the same time. Most of the work I did in the Black Ops series was live action. I was actually on the set, guys moving with other people. I think Sam came to the studio just to record. I don't know for sure, but I think he did come to this Treyarch Studios to do his VO, but he did not do the motion capture with us. Yeah, well, that's not a bad idea. And I love Mia. Has there been a story of history that has inspired my life? No, no. I read everything. I take bits and pieces that work. You know. I do. I drive a Ford F-150 King Ranch. I feel that it's just like me. It is useful. It is you throw whatever you want in the back. It's a useful item, but it's kind of luxurious on the inside, and it's kind of quick for something that big. So it's a twin turbo. Yeah, it can move, but I don't. I kind of sit at 60 miles an hour and float down the highway. Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm the old fucker in the truck floating down the middle of the highway, and I don't care. Yeah, I've been hearing that. I've been reading that they've been talking about Yellowstone blowing. I mean, look, we don't know. Just live your life. When that shit, I mean, stay prepared, stay healthy, have some ammo, have a gun, have a supply, have a plan, and then live your life, because there's no way of guessing what's going to happen next. It's impossible. So just be prepared for everything. It's a worthwhile effort. Maybe that's a great job for the summer, getting yourself prepared for a disaster. What's your plan? If you don't have money to do that, then that's your plan. Go make some money for that. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm paying attention. I don't watch hockey. I just find that it's now going by the way of the rest of the professional sports. I stopped going to hockey games because it's like going to a hip hop concert. It's just loud and obnoxious, and people are I like to watch hockey. When the Kings had these boxes that I could, they had this area you could have dinner at, and you need to buy a box, but it was kind of expensive. But I used to go there, and I love that. But they converted all that into high-end luxury boxes, which was like somewhere $250,000 a year to have that side of my price range. And sitting in the stands is just hard because I want to watch the game. I don't want balloons flying and T-shirts being shot at me, idiots dancing. Yeah, it's just there's so many things about the game. I just rather watch the game, and I'm not going there for the. It's like going to a dumb person's concert. And now the on-air stuff is like that. You have guys yelling at each other and like it's just talk hockey, But it's what that one where Mark Messier was chasing what's his name around with the cup. All right, I get it. That's fun, but we're only 2 steps away from being like the NBA or the NFL, where guys just they get so far away from the game. They're just talking. They are the entertainment now. Instead of being informative, they become entertainment, which I respect. But I just, yeah, man, the FX4 is a great truck. That's you got to ask Treyarch that. Well, actually, that was Raven. You got to ask that. I can't answer that. You got to ask them. They both love you, Meow. They both love you. Maybe I will. I have thought about it. I've done a few playthroughs where I insert behind the scenes live action footage that I have from the archives. They're in it's called Black Ops Revisited. There's a whole bunch of Black Ops 2 playthroughs that have live action connected to it. Yeah. Probably Cameo is the best way to do it. Yeah. I usually check Cameos because Twitter DMs and Instagram DMs, there's so much trash coming through there. There's so much stuff. There's like, I'm like, and I make mistakes on Twitter and I make mistakes in this. I click on things. I'm not good. I don't know the platforms very well. I have very cursory. Is it cursory? I don't have an in-depth knowledge of how to use this platform, so I stick with Cameo. I can't argue that. I see some dives. You talk about soccer, yeah. That. I like hockey players, man. I mean, when a hockey player takes a dive, people just kill him for it. Even his own teammates, they got that's a dive. But there's a clip of Ovechkin taking a puck, knocking out all his front teeth, reaching in, taking his teeth, handing them to the trainer. Trainer puts them in the plastic bag so the dentist can put it back in later, and doesn't miss a shift. Hockey players are a tough group, man. They're fucking tough. You think the Oilers, huh? The momentum's right there. Has anyone ever come back from 3 down to win a Stanley Cup? I don't know. That's amazing. Let's see. Rock, that's amazing, man. Are you going to the K Island? Is that where it's going to be, or are you going to pick another island? And are you talking about what? I would love to. We should have a dinner or something. I've been talking to you guys for years now. You are literally a 10-minute drive from me. We should set something up. Rock. Let's set up a dinner or something. Let's meet up. Yeah. But I don't know how to find you guys. Send me a way to contact you, will you, Brock? We go do a dinner. I'd love to meet you two in person. We've been communicating for what, 4 years now? 3 years? Yeah. So Brock, send me a link. Use my email, jamescburns@me.com. All right, send me a link. No onions today, not today. Oh, I am absolutely. I mean, without I trust my community a lot. I trust you guys, and so when someone says, "Hey, take that down," I believe you. And what happened to Granny? Granny is still up there. I have my studio's in renovation right now. I'm redesigning things, so Granny will make a comeback. I'm just kind of enjoying my what's it called when you are kind of I like my alone time. Good. I've done several characters. I do Watasi in Yakuza, and I did a looking for Doom. So I've been in a couple of years. I like to work. I'm semi-retired now, but if somebody throws something at me, I'll probably take it. So it was 42 when the Leafs did it. Wow. Yeah, I'm really. Here's the thing. I just would love for Florida to have a cup because I think they're just a scrappy kind of guys who deserve to win the cup. But I'm hoping that Connor McDavid gets a cup because that would solidify things for him. Edmonton's a tough market. That team will not be that good much longer. They maybe have another year in it, and then life happens, man. So I want him. He's there. I want him to have one. He's such an amazing hockey player. I've never seen anything like it. The combination of he's just you kind of compare him to Bobby Orr, but it was a different game back then. But he's doing things at a level where it's like a cheat code, you know. All right. Yeah, we're hoping for the Oilers, right? I believe. I agree with you. What part, Brock? What part? Oh, you know what? Brock, text me. Let's get together. I love to talk to you about that. That's amazing. Nick Cook, any tips for me before I depart from basic training? A little nervous, excited. Joining as officer cadet. Well, first of all, I was not military. Just to clear that up, I don't present myself as former military. I am not. But I have a lot of experience with training camp and with dealing with professional athletics and stuff. So there's a lot of similarities to training camp. It's training camp in my book. The most important thing to remember is this: one breath at a time. Don't worry about how bad you feel. Just worry about doing the next thing, because it's going to be shock. Your body will be shocked. It's culture shock. And the trick is one breath at a time, 1 foot in front of the other. When you're really just at the end of your rope, one step at a time, 1 footstep at a time. Just break it down to the smallest piece you can accomplish and accomplish that. And then do another one and do another one and do another one. Right? Break it down into a manageable piece. And the hardest part is to give up all resistance to what you're doing. Like just remember and see, you got to preset these things. You got to get your mind preset before you show up. If you get tired, how will you handle it? And visualize your result. If you are being blasted by a drill sergeant, and how are you going to handle it? And you got to make decisions before it happens, right? You have to have a reaction pre-planned. And that is, you're here because you want something. And the idea is the people who are putting you through this stuff are not doing this because they hate you. They're not because they're doing it because they've got insight. They're teaching you something. So how can you look at this and hear what are they really trying to say? And listen. Don't add shit. Listen to what they say. Just be obedient and listen. But the biggest asset, biggest help will be pre-planning reactions, pre-planning how you want to react to things. When you're tired or when you miss home, what is the plan? And get that in line. And remember, it's not going to last forever. You're young and you are this one, not this is One day you're going to look back and say, oh, I wish I had been a little bit tougher. Oh, I wish I had done the extra thing. The one thing we don't get more of is time. So everything you're doing, just invest yourself. Just get committed to it. Go all in. And if that is not the right action, it'll show itself quickly. But just go all in. Have no reservation. Don't think about being somewhere else. The only place you want to be is here right now. That's it. All right? Because you don't get to do this day, today, ever again. Once it's over, it's over. And believe me, when everything calms down and all the stress is over, you look back, wow, that was fucking great. That was, there will be a time when you're going to say, oh, if I could just do that. Oh, that was so fun. Oh, if I could just go to the range and use somebody else's ammo and not pay for it. I go through that now, right? Oh, if I just had, if I just train every day and not worry about cooking my own meals, or, oh, if I only just, what a great opportunity to see. Oh, all I got to do is study. All I have to do, you're being paid to develop yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. What a great opportunity. I'm a bit envious. I really am. Yeah, that depends. I can't. It would depend on the circumstances, depend on what they needed for the plot. So I wouldn't just argue for argument's sake. I would have to find out what they want. You always serve the character and you serve the narrative. So I would have that conversation. What do you want here? What are you trying to get here? Yeah. Yeah, go all in. I love it. I read fan fiction. I love fan fiction. Let's see. See, now this is how you do it. I don't eat sugar. I don't drink soda. I don't drink much alcohol at all. I don't eat processed food. I only eat things that I can, like things that, I hate buying things out of a bag, but some way to get them. But yeah, I refuse to eat sugar. I refuse to get sleep, and I train every day. It's a matter of just not drinking soda. Don't do sugar. Don't eat potato. Don't eat chips. And I mean, you can eat them, but they got to be very, very sparse. You got to be very selective about your diet. About food. Hey, Brock, hit me on a private chat. Give me a way to contact you, okay? I read some shit. I read some really good things. I just sometimes I just hate reading this. I've had people send me stuff that there's not a single sentence in the entire thing. How did you get so old so quickly? Meow, who are you? You are funny. I don't think I'm old. I don't think I'm old, but some people think I am. Yeah, God bless you. God, I just did this movie and they sent me some ADR. I got to cut some ADR here. ADR is additional dialogue recording. So basically, sometimes they cut it in. They want to move a line around someplace, and they can't pull it off of the main. So they actually just come in and cut, stay the line, and they can put it somewhere else. Because a lot of times when you edit, you want to move a line. You want to condense things, so you move. So it's called ADR. and I saw the footage from this film. It's a Christmas film, and I go, wait a minute, that can't be me. You know, the gray hair and because they got all the dye out of it now, so it's going great. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. Fates, how you doing, Fates? Glad you're here. Oh, there's never been bad blood. I mean, I thought it was funny. No, there's never any bad blood. Not at all. You know, this life's too short to have bad blood about this kind of stuff. I got no thoughts because I'm not talking about it. I am not talking about that. Not yet, anyways. Depends. I write my own stuff, so it's that kind of thing. I spend time with my own material. Something I wanted to learn. Probably Sultans of Swing. That's like probably my favorite guitar song. Yeah, Sultans of Swing. I know how to play the chords. I just haven't taken the time to learn how the lead work. All right, what makes a good voice performer? What makes a bad one? Have you ever had a director steer you in the wrong? Great question. That's impossible for me to answer because there is desire and outcome, and then there's fortune. Sometimes you make a mistake and it's the best thing in the project. Sometimes you nail it and it gets cut on the floor. Sometimes it's the greatest line you ever said, greatest point, but it really does it serve the way I have to look at it is, does what I say serve the narrative? Does it serve the story? Does it progress character? Does it progress plot? And does it feel authentic? And and once I do my stuff, it's out of my hands. I mean, they'll take things, they'll chop it up and move it around, they'll edit it in and out. So I have no way of knowing what's good or bad. I just try to be as authentic and grounded as I can be for each line I do. Have I ever had a director steer? No, all the director is doing is trying to get their idea across. It's my job to figure out what they're asking me to do. And then if I have some inspiration along the way, you hope that they are open to it. A lot of times directors are really, especially on TV, well, it's mostly the writers in TV, but they want you to be this, if they need it done, again, but that's their job. They have a vision for the story. They want you, sometimes guys treat you like you're just another machine. So you just, as long as they're paying me, I'll do what they ask me to do. Me and Andrew don't even, I've met him twice, so we don't, I knew because I was there at the day that they decided to do it. We're having dinner having lunch at the Lobster in Santa Monica. So I don't know when he found out. Probably found out a couple of weeks before they booked him on it. He was Puerto Rican. Yes, he was. I love Kamar. We had an instant chemistry on set. I loved working with the guy. He and I became friends. We traveled the world together. We were in Afghanistan together. We traveled to Guam and Europe, and we've been in a lot of USO flew us around. So he and I did a lot together. We saw each other a lot, and he's missed. Time is it now? My guys, we've been doing this for almost an hour. No, I don't. With David Mason, the guy who plays Rich McDonald. In fact, he and I are going to be doing a thing for Streamily on the 27th of July. I'll let you know more about that. Yeah, Rich will be on this show on the 27th of July. All right, buddy, go home. Go live a life as you should be. Obama, the truth is, I kind of knew about it all along because I had been in contact with Dave. Dave and I became friends at Black Ops 1, and there was always a hint of that. And then we sat down. It wasn't long after Black Ops 1 had dropped that he and I got together. He started talking about the next thing. He said, "Hey, I'm bringing you back. You just wanted the VGA, so you know." One night I learned the guitar. Oh, I started when I was like 9. It drove my parents, my mother crazy. I learned one song, American Pie, and I played it. Oh my God, I played it. It's terrible. I didn't know how to tune my guitar. I was terrible. It was awful. My poor mother, what she went through me trying to learn guitar. She was the same. I remember my grandpa would come over. Goes, maybe you want to get some lessons from Gramps. I had some money. I would do it. We didn't have much money growing up, so guitar lessons were not part of the equation. Well, thanks, man. That's a huge compliment. That's a great story. That was the very first scene Kamar and I ever did together, and they actually had a stunt guy playing that part because they just didn't realize that. Again, this is where they really let me assert myself, and so I was. They weren't really getting it, because the stunt guy, he wasn't an actor, he was a stunt guy. It was kind of a stunt because he had to be pulled around and dragged. And I came out and I was watching the scene. I was getting like, no. He's playing. Woods is way too weak. Woods would not go down that easily. He would not do that. Woods would fight. Even had his anger and he'd fight until there was nothing left. And I said, hey, let me fucking. I got angry that I said, let me fucking do it. And then I said, Kamar and we went at it. I was kicking him, and I was like, he's punching his foot and stuff. And most of the stuff you see was happening because I just got so upset that they let the Woods character be so weak in the scene. And so that was just, the pain just made me fucking, fucking man. And that's how the scene came to be. And Kamar is just when I fell in love with him, I didn't really know him that well. But when we really became friends, sometimes you have actors who really just want to stick to the script and don't really want to do anything, don't want to really expand on it. So when I changed the rules, I went in and I decided that, you know what, I'm going to escalate this. I'm not going to go down. As an actor, you love it when somebody feeds you something too, right? And so I just started going after Kamar. I attacked, like kicking him and grabbing him and shit. And Kamar just totally adapted. He's a tough dude, man. Kamar was a one tough kid. And I remember he went up and he fucking headbutts me. I loved it. I fucking loved it. That's when I fucking fell in love with this guy. This guy's an actor. This guy's got it. And that's the scene you see when he reaches up and headbutt. That was the one take. It was just fighting, everything he did, just anything to stay alive, That's right. So great. That's a great question. I got to relive a very good moment. Thanks for that. Well, he indicated it, and then he came down and he pulled it. But it's because I had him pinned. I grabbed his arms and I grabbed his stuff. He couldn't do anything, and I had him, and so he had to one up me, and so he just lifted his head up in a headbutt, and then okay, I knew it was coming, so I could, but no, he didn't actually headbutt me, no. But we did struggle. We did wrestle a little bit. I grabbed him by the arm. I wouldn't let him go, right? My head, but I fucking love him for that. That's when I knew he and I were going to be really close, because the way he just adapted to my insanity was amazing. All right, sweetie. Great to stop by as always. Big hug. Yeah, I know. There's something about that where, how hard you fight to preserve your own life for somebody else's. That is really the question you should ask yourself every day, right? Or like, yeah, I have keyboards too. I play keyboard. I record. So this is a recording studio basically. That's a sound booth. And I have keyboards, so I do most of the drum tracks and backing stuff with the instead of keys. I have NLSs. Yes, you are, meow. Yeah. Well, I was looking. I have those endings. I just saw them in the live action stuff. So in one, I think he slits my throat with a pendant. That's one way he kills me, and I think he chokes me out in another. Right? Yeah. No comments. But in general, I have nothing but gratitude for what I was allowed to do. They let me. I've said this 100 times. They gave me such freedom to create a character that is built on my chassis. That I got to create a character, and base it around my own personality and my own body type, and that's a blessing. Usually you got to conform to what is written there. I conform, but I got to really contribute my own input to it. So I feel blessed. So I have nothing but gratitude. Yeah, I'm not talking about Black Ops 6. Yeah, they gave us a lot to work with. Yeah, great actors. Yeah, surrounded by great people. When you're surrounded by great artists, it's hard to fail, because they just, people just keep lifting you up, and they were just a lot of good artists in that game. Not a big Rowan Atkins fan. It's kind of, he's all right. I just that humor is not for me. I respect what he does, but it's just not for me. Yeah, M we she came to us at a very prime age, and she is an adopted niece for me and Darwin. Yes. Yeah, I read that as well. But remember, it's like I've been on soap operas and they brought me back. I've been shot and thrown in the dumpster. So, Wood was dead once upon a time. Ice water. Yeah. Yeah, it's been hot in Burbank too. In time is it? Oh my gosh, it is 10 a.m. Oh, get in line. There's a whole bunch of you. The truth lies. That makes no sense. Well, actually, that's a great pickup. I was watching that the other day. Now, what that was is like I was trying that actually happened. It wasn't part of the script, right? And so I'm struggling again. Kamara did not know what was happening. This is new to him, and so he was just doing what a great actor does. He's just reacting and responding to what I gave him. And so he points the gun at me. He's supposed to shoot me, and I grabbed the barrel, and it was him. I grabbed it, and I pushed it. He was the one that aimed it down at my knee, shot it. That was him. That's all Kamar. Because I grabbed it and tried to push it away. And then as I pushed it away, it was at my knee, right? And he's kind of. So that was just Kamar being Kamar. Do I think I can do that line? Yeah, of course I think I can do that. Hey, Charlie Palmer, glad you're back. Glad you're back. Glad you're here. Hey, Charlie. Well, Charlie, through this, I always had actors on set. I had, actually, I'm going to bring these guys on. One name is Andrew Hawks, who's probably been in every single game as a partner to somebody because you have to have an actor to talk. It's so much better. Because when the stars come in to do the voiceovers, they already have our performance, so they're actually you can see the video and they're responding to it, right? So they have an advantage when they come in. It's already been shot and loaded up, and now they can see the scene and they can interact. They can talk, basically talk to the screen. So I need someone. So basically, I had three guys. My main partners in this. A guy named Andrew Hawks, who's been in everything. I mean, he's been doing this. He's like their go-to mocap guy. And then Jeremy Dunn, who has probably been doing it longer than anybody else, he was always really good. What they would do is they would put a headpiece in, and they would mimic the lines once in a while. And then it was Andrew Hawks, Jeremy Dunn, and Emerson Brooks, who played Bowman. Great actor, just great actor. They're all really good actors. And and they're there, and on the BTS, you'll see these two actors. Jeremy is the heavier guy, the football playing guy, and Andrew's the taller, skinny guy. And Andrew played Hudson in this scene, like Woods, look like hammered shit. Jason Hudson. That was Andrew Hawks. Yeah, I gotta get them on the show just to talk about old times. Yeah, it was there. It wasn't that. It was just that I was wrestling with Kamar. I was like trying to push. I was trying to push the barrel away, and Kamar being Kamar, just you're gonna put. I'll shoot you in the knee. I love that guy. He's such a great actor. Yeah. Well, remember, Divoff was in. He was one of the FBI guys in Die Hard. Yeah, he was one of the FBI. He was in Die Hard. Yeah, I don't know, man. That fight is, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of marketing around it. Do I think Mike Tyson can handle himself? against, I don't know, I haven't watched Paul fight enough to see how good he is. I believe he's good. Tyson, I don't know, man. He's 59. Father Time's a bitch. You hit 50 and you're everything changes. I mean, I don't know if he can handle. Yeah, I know my own body. I'm not going to compare myself to Tyson. That's ridiculous. But I just know that once you hit 50, 55, your body does not recover well, and your ability to absorb contact, hit diminishes. Like I don't know. I don't know if he could go more than 3 or 4 rounds. I don't know. I don't know shit. I don't know about fighting and boxing. So, and Jake Paul's giving up what, 25 pounds? It's an odd fight. It's an odd thing. It's like when Muhammad Ali fought that wrestler. They're like, why are you doing that? But maybe he needs some money. I don't know. I just know one thing. I'll just say one thing. In his prime, Mike Tyson in his mid-20s against Jake Paul, he'd murder. It would be a slaughter. It would not even. I don't see it going more than Mike Tyson in his prime against Jake Paul in his prime. That is not even a thought. There's you would think, okay, how long would he survive? How long would Paul survive? Because Tyson in his prime, no. I remember watching that guy. Oh my God, this is a different thing. That's a different creature. And yeah, again, so you go prime on prime. It's not. I mean, so the fact that you can talk about a 58, 60-year-old man fighting against a really healthy, fit, good fighter. The fact that we're talking about that tells me I need to know. But prime versus prime. All right, Faith, get out of here, man. I'm going to close down pretty soon, too. It's been an hour 15. We've done it 13 minutes. How does it feel to be a legend? Am I a legend? My own mind? I've heard that, but I'm not talking about the future of Black Ops. Not. Well, Sam is he's a movie star. Of course he is. I mean, Sam was a movie star well before he got into Black Ops. Narcs, you're so naughty. You're just a naughty boy, Narcs. Naughty boy, Narcs. It's very neat. I have it. It's right here. It's right here. I've got to put new batteries in and see if it works. I found it. It's right here. It is, yeah. I'm glad you asked me that. Yes, Matthew, I found it. Well, it's well documented, Tony, that I am a huge fan of Master Sergeant. Yeah, Halo. I mean, I'm a huge fan. I was following Halo way before, Call of Duty. I love the narrative. I love Steve Downs' approach. I just thought it was great, and I thought I had not seen narrative. Video games to me were Pac-Man. They weren't interactive, and that really changed it up for me. So I think, yeah, Master Sergeant. Yeah, those guys are great. Yeah, Advanced Sevenfold are great kids, funny, fun, smart. It was a great day. It was a good day. You've seen the split screens with the live action footage connected to it. Yeah, they're great. Well, tell your mom I said thank you for bringing you into the world, because you are a shining light for myself and many other people. So tell her I said right back at you. Wait a minute. That's a bit. I had this whole bag full of cords. I have a bag full of cords, adapters, and I was looking at this. I go, "What is this for?" Blazer, you're the best, man. Thank you. You got your poster? I'm so excited. I'm great. That's great. That's great. I'm really happy because I don't trust the mail system can be very. I've had so many things, mislabeled and when people get things, I'm happy. I'm truly happy about it. It means we fulfilled our mission. I hope to meet you guys sometime within the next year or so. Yeah, maybe at a Comic-Con. That's beginning. The Comic-Con, we got our banner. We are at starting, yeah. Oh, Arnold or Sly? Probably. That's a great question. I don't know. Terminator, Predator. What else has he done? Sly is what? Sly's Rambo, Rambo 2, Rocky. Wow. That's like saying, do you, I don't know, man. I can't answer that. I can't. Good question. I can't. I would be just there, no, can't answer. No idea. Yeah, you and me both, man. It's getting close. 9 minutes away. What's going on, man? What is wrong with your day? What's the worst? What's going on with your day? Yeah, Vic, if you go to sargescorner.store, there's a whole. We got Funko Pops. I've got some new. I did my last dig into like my stateside stash, and I pulled out some really cool some Black Ops 2 things from the VGAs, and I got some really cool shit from Black Ops 2. So that's gonna be available. That's available on the website now. So yeah, I do. Let me show you the posters. Put the banner up here. Go there, and there's posters, and there's Funko Pops, and I have a comic book I wrote with Ireland, and then we have some other really cool things that they're going up for sale. Charlie, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you're talking about. I don't know, man. I have to watch where I go with this stuff. There are some really fucking horrible people in the world. Sometimes you need really hard, tough men to deal with those horrible people. So, it's when they start taking out, non-combatants. I think the people are taking out they're combatants, right? So I don't know. This whole thing about how people are fighting wars. I don't know. There's a lot to unpack there, Charlie. Sorry to hear that, man. But remember, you got it. And if it gets too heavy, go out, take a walk. Go get a glass of ice water. Go outside, in nature. That fixes. That really, it's a great ointment. Bottle of ice water and a walk in nature. That really sells. Brings things into perspective. Time, baby. Time. By being smart. I got old by being smart. Yeah. You don't get old by being dumb, that's for sure. Nah, it's not a disease. You know, if I can get my knees back to where I want them to be, I'm like Woods in that thing with Menendez. I'm fucking kicking. I'm kicking and scratching and clawing. I'm training every day. I'm building back, man. I will not go down without a massive fight. That's like this is. I'm playing hockey. I'm playing hockey, skate on Fridays now, and scoring goals. Feeling good about things. Just can't skate backwards with these. But yeah, I feel good. I feel good. So aging is not an issue. It's your attitude towards aging that's an issue. If you quit, you say, oh, I'm old, no, I can't. Fuck it. No, nothing to do with age. No, we love it. We love the Stray Cat. It's probably one of my friends. It's probably somebody I know because I get trolled all the time by people I know. So it could be Darwin. Actually, there's 179 total. That's the when you add in Twitter and the folks from Twitch. So we average about 200 per show, Twitter and everything else. Yeah. There you go, Cody freaking Fonda. Glad you're here, man. Guys, you don't need to ask anything. Just make a statement and just sit down. I'm closing down shop in exactly 3 minutes. So, yeah, been a good morning. I like that. Ghostly. I like that. Background. I am wallpaper. I love it. Miriam, I love that I'm wallpaper. I become wallpaper. I love that. Love it. That's the thing. If I watch TV, I have to be doing something. I can't I don't like sitting just watching something. I'll sit there, I'll put it on one screen, and I'll do some grunt work, like organizing files or, fixing bike tires. I have to do something when I sit. Sitting and just watching TV makes me crazy. So I'm watching the movie. Yeah, I got to be doing something. So I love that idea. I'm not coaching, dude. I'm not. The hockey coach film. I don't know. I haven't heard from them. I can't really talk about it. So that's sweet too. Please keep it. There you go, Em. Oh, the commando. Yeah, commando. You want to show something to your father? Okay, you can't kill me. James Bond. James Bond. I love James Bond. Sean Connery. It depends on my day. If I have if you were to send it now, I knock it out right after. I usually have times of the day I do them because I have a schedule. So I usually do cameos in the morning between like 10 and 11, or at night when I finish up because sometimes they come in overnight. So, and they usually wait till I get 3 or 4 stacked up and I set up and I do them. But they're pretty quick. I get them out pretty quick. And you can always order a instantaneous, they're called quick turnaround, 24-hour notice. You can always order a fast one too. I love it. Yeah, you're a pro. You're an absolute pro. Good for you, man. I'm glad you're here. I love it when I get people who are able to, you're getting education, you're doing stuff, you're progressing your life. I love being around folks like you. I just love it. Makes me feel like I'm doing something. The Olympia Suite, yeah. Yes, I do. The one, okay, I used to love the ray gun, but the one that I can't remember what was it called again, where it sucks the zombie essence. I love that one. Always. All right, we're gonna start closing up. Let's start saying our goodbyes. It's 10:30. We've been doing this for 90 minutes. Let's go do something with our lives. Get out, get some exercise. Do some work, pay some bills, whatever you got to do, get it done. We're done here this morning. Darwin Necessian says hello. He's at hour 61 and a half of his fast. Charlie Palmer, thank you, man. Charlie, I'm so glad you're able to join us and do this. I appreciate contributions. It means a lot to me. It helps me do this more often. And I got to start making earlier shows so you guys don't have to stay up so freaking late. But thanks, Charlie. Appreciate that, man. We do. Sean Connery is one of the greatest actors. He is phenomenal, and his ease. He's just so easy. I mean, it was easy for him. Thanks, Vic. I'm having a great one already. With you guys, talking to you guys. Oh yeah, they're there. They don't go away. They don't stop. It's always a price tag for life. You too, Miriam. Take care. Study well. Yeah. Like Frostburn, get out of here. Turkey is gorgeous. The coffee is outrageous. Enjoy yourself. Spend a little bit of time in Turkey. It's a special place. All right, Texas, get out of here. All right, I'm going to shut it down. As we say in the big leagues, Woods out. Take care, everybody.